What is up, everyone? This is Brandon.
And Shelby.
And we're here today at SeaWorld Orlando for today's Kraken Unleashed VR Media Day. We're super excited to check out the new virtual reality coaster coming to Central Florida. So let's go ahead and head on inside and check it all out.
Let's go.
Here we have some fantastic advertisement posters. I'm sure I've seen these somewhere around Orlando, but I can't really put my finger on it. Got some trash? Throw it here in the solid waste compartment. Here we have some more of those fantastic posters. They look absolutely amazing. Definitely some callbacks to some other recognizable posters, but I gotta say, SeaWorld, you did a fantastic job. Now looking over here, we have some new portholes here, or escape hatches, something like that. There's some shutters on those windows, and the big behemoth TV right here. I've heard it's an 80-incher, it's Panasonic, and it has a safety video, plays throughout the queue, and tells you how to put on the VR, and really just tells you how to be safe. The front row line has returned for anyone wanting to ride up front with or without the VR. VR is featured on every single row and every single seat, offering riders the opportunity to swim underwater or just take the classic roller coaster ride. you guys get out here to SeaWorld Orlando to check out Kraken Unleashed. What do you guys think? It's good. You guys are gonna love it. Gives a whole new meaning to riding Kraken, a whole new reason to come over to this part of the park. You guys are gonna love it. Definitely gotta ride Kraken Unleashed. Gotta ride with the VR.
So fun.
Wow.
I was banging around my ears too.
I got audio. I got good sound too.
Way more intense in the front row than in the back.
Yeah, front row's great.
That's
There was
fun.
way more intense front row than front row.
That's so much fun. That's so much fun.
It's more intense in the front row, I think.
That's so good. Oh man. That's a trip. Alrighty everyone, we have Brian Morrow here from SeaWorld. Brian, what is your job title here?
So I'm the Vice President of Theme Park Development.
Alrighty, and Brian, what was some of your input? So, what was your hand in Kraken Unleashed and unleashing it here in Florida?
Well, all the attractions within the SeaWorld and Busch Gardens Parks are designed by Deep Blue Creative, which is based out of Orlando. So I kind of run that design studio, and our job was to sort of how could we reinvent a classic coaster? You know, we're in between major attractions at the park. We had Mako, you know, knocked it out of the park with Mako last year. Next year is this family record-breaking water ride. So this is the year of like multiple small things and multiple attractions. So this is the 5th thing we've opened this year at SeaWorld Orlando between our events, other attractions, Baby Dolphin Nursery, and then tomorrow we open Electric Ocean, which I'm actually very excited about, the new nighttime spectacular here at SeaWorld. But Kraken Unleashed, our job was to really reinvent this legendary coaster. It opened in 2000. And it's been 17 years, and we want people to fall back in love with her. And we saw VR as a trending thing that guests are really interested in. And we said, and people have put it on coasters before, and we went and saw those installations, and we thought, how can we do it even better? How can we make it the best in the marketplace and the best in class? And that's what we aimed for by investing in it, developing the right film, finding the right technology partners, and adopting newer technology technologies, and things that you can't even buy off the shelf. So everything was kind of created just for the ride, and that gave us the best possible VR experience in Kraken Unleashed.
Fantastic. Now, I'm assuming you have ridden the ride. We've seen you in many of your different videos on Facebook Live, and you look absolutely giddy, to say the very least.
You know who's really giddy is my boss and my president. He was super excited about it, and the president of the park, when he got off it, he goes, "I can't believe this! Like, I didn't understand it until they rode it." And that's the responses we're getting from the guests. The first time we put guests on this ride, they applauded when they came in the station, and they were just like wowed by the whole thing. So we're really pleased with the outcome. We're getting good reliability. We've dealt with the wait time issue by providing you a free, absolutely zero cost to you way to avoid the wait time, and we call it Spot Saver is the new name for it. And you can do it right here at Kraken Unleashed. Just grab your little spot in line and then come back and ride it. You don't have to wait in line at all. So we've dealt with all those issues in cleaning. You'll see us doing that on the ride station, and operations has a ton of great ambassadors up there. We call them the Kraken Keepers, and they're taking care of all of our guests and getting them ready for their voyage under the ocean in this legendary sea.
Now, for those of you, or for those out there who are a bit of a skeptic about VR, what can you what kind of advice can you give them before taking on the Kraken? What kind of advice can you give them to kind of entice them to throw those headsets on?
So I can tell you, and everyone's telling us the same information now that people are riding it, that it's synchronized perfectly. It doesn't make you nauseous. It fits well, and the content is gorgeous. And those were our big goals. If you're skeptical, I get it. I'm a coaster purist fan as well. And at first I was like, okay, do we want to do this to Kraken? She's a really good coaster. I like it better with it. And that's my personal experience. I do enjoy it more. I'm a story-driven kind of fellow, and I love visual stimulation, and this is full of all of that. So give it a try. You can always ride Kraken without it. Just leave the goggles in the pouch in front of you, and use Spot Saver to avoid waiting in line if you want. But just give it a chance, and think of it not as a coaster, but as a different type of experience. And as soon as you stop saying Kraken, the coaster I knew, and you say Kraken Unleashed, this new experience that SeaWorld is giving me a chance to experience, give it a try, and you might just fall in love with it as well. And we'll see what happens next with Kraken.
Brian, thank you so very much for your time. We are so excited to have this here in our backyard.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You know, Kraken has always been a fan favorite here at SeaWorld, and in 2017, we are unleashing the Kraken. And we've taken a fan favorite, 150 feet tall, 65 miles an hour, and put on a virtual reality overlay. So our guests are going to join us in a deep sea underwater adventure alongside sea creatures that are inspired by both extinct and legendary animals of the past, including the mighty Kraken. I think our guests are going to love Kraken because of the storyline that we've put into this new virtual reality experience. It combines not only Kraken, but our Journey to Atlantis attraction. In that virtual reality world, it is one of a kind. There is nothing like this in the country, and we're really excited for our guests to experience it.
Over here we have the new safety sign. Pretty general stuff going on over here. Now, when you get down here, though, it does talk about the optional virtual reality experience, which we do highly recommend you check out. Now, over here, this is the new sign, virtual reality experience. This tells all the safety stuff that you need to know before you put these headsets on. Very important stuff. Take a look at it before you go in. Pretty important stuff. Those with neck problems probably should stay away from it. Those with skin infections, stuff like that. It's all explained here, but definitely want to check it out. Now here's another new sign here. Pretty interesting stuff here. Persons with larger upper body dimensions may not fit the standard seat. Now each train does contain a modified seat in rows 4 and 5. Just like the old ride, it still has those same modified seats, so you definitely want to take advantage of those if you don't think you'll fit. Now they do have a modified test seat out here, not today, but they will have it back, and you'll want to check that out before riding. Outside the main entrance, we do have a digital wait time clock. And now it does say 20 minutes. We're not too sure how this is gonna work. We do have a self-service kiosk that will get you a virtual queue, but we've been told that the queue itself only holds about 20 minutes. So this might be the only time that you'll ever see for this ride, unless it's a walk-on, of course. Outside the main entrance, we do have our VQ setup over here, where you can get your return time for Kraken Unleashed. You'll just go over there, check out the terminals, and get a return time. Remember everyone, loose items are not permitted on Kraken. any bags, anything that you really don't want flying off the ride, you want to put in these lockers right here. They're pretty cheap and really useful. Now, if you do happen to have like a wallet, cell phone, car keys, stuff like that, and you do trust, trust your surroundings, which here at SeaWorld, pretty trustworthy, you can go ahead and put it in a bin on the unload side, just like before. But if you want that extra level of security, you do have lockers at your disposal. Over in the exit of Kraken Unleashed, you can still get your on-ride photo in the same spot right over here, just at this kiosk. They should be up and running for opening day and every day after, so be sure to get your photo on Kraken. Outside of the SeaWorld Rescue Store at the front of the park, we have a brand new sign for Kraken Unleashed, and it gives you a little bit of a taste of what's to come with that giant tentacle. Well guys, that's going to do it for today's Kraken Unleashed Media Day. We want to thank SeaWorld Orlando for being some gracious hosts today. Thank you so very much for having us out, and we look forward to coming back here soon. Now, if you would like to go and check out Kraken Unleashed is an amazing ride. It pluses an already world-class attraction with some amazing VR that really, truly transports you under the sea. It makes you feel like you're really there looking for the Kraken. Now, if you guys would like to check it out, it opens June 16th. And also, this weekend, if you'd like to check out Electric Ocean. Electric Ocean, the park's new nighttime spectacular, that opens June 17th. Be sure to check that out as well. Back to Kraken, if you would like to check it out, be sure to give it a shot with the VR. VR is amazing on this ride. SeaWorld has done a fantastic job in conjunction with Figment VR, as well as their in-house Deep Blue Creative. Deep Blue Creative has done a fantastic job with the story, and it just is an amazing ride. Kraken Unleashed. Unleashed upon Central Florida, June 16th. Come out and check it out. Thank you guys so very much for watching. If you'd like to see more of what we do, if you'd like to see more of these videos, be sure to find us out on the interwebs, on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We're everywhere. Be sure to give us a like. Be sure to give us a follow. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to share with your friends, your family, and anyone else who you think would be interested in watching. Thank you guys so very much for watching. We will see you guys out there.